Everyone, hope everything is going well. So after my live stream, I got a few DMs. I woke up to them, and they were quite crazy. And you can see from this video from Simon466 Cards, he covered this pretty well, and he talked about how Ken Goldin confronts Card Ladder on IG Live for removing Star Jordan Sale. So what ended up happening was you had Ken Goldin. Oh, let me just bring this here. Not Ken Gold. You had Cage Lawyer. He does a reel. Actually, I saw this last night. And Cage Lawyer says that, hey, look, Card Ladder just removed the sale that Geoff Wilson was jumping up and down about. And I was like on my live and I said, hey, look, this sale, it says that it's legit. That's what it says. And if you go to, let's click on PSA 8 because that was the card sale. It says over here that it's a legit sale, but from what I've gathered is Card Ladder had information from what appears to be a mole at Goldin, and they removed the sale of this. And the reason why this is crazy is because you could see from this over here, right? Earlier this year, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, and then you've had a crazy run up in this card. Now, some people would be like, well, that's legit because look at the PSA 9, look at the private sale. I would say air quotes because I don't know who wants to publicize a private sale because if it's private, you'd want it details confidential. If I did a private sale, I wouldn't want it out there. I think there's a conflict of interest when, you know, Jesse Craig, the guy who's the intermediary, whether it's him or one of the parties involved, indicated that this sold for $925,000. And then Darren Ravel writes an article, and then boom, everyone's jumping up and down. Geoff Wilson is saying he makes this is not a lie. Geoff Wilson says in a reel that it's $144,000 profit when in the comment section he didn't sell, or this is what he said, he didn't sell the card, but then we find out that he did sell the card, but that was in a private auction, but he didn't want that information to get out because it was in a private sale, not private auction, but a private sale. And then he buys another card and says in a video, which I called out, where he says, this is my PSA 8 card, but he didn't even disclose all of that. All Geoff Wilson should have done, he could have covered the sale, fine, but he could just say that, hey, look, people mocked me a few years ago. I've been buying and selling these things. You could see some of my collection here. If he said that, no one would be covering it. But the fact is, he's pumping up these cards using deception. People are going to come after him. People are going to question it. What gets weird about this? Geoff Wilson comments, and I found this comment via Sports Card Radio on their own page, YouTube page. I have a strong hunch the real reason why Card Ladder removed the sale is because they wanted to get back at me for hyping the sale up. I believe they removed the sale and then immediately alerted Cage Lawyer to do an attack video on me based on the sale being removed, which he did and has now deleted. This is not the first time they've done this type of thing multiple times in the past. Well, let's just look at it. Sports card investor Geoff Wilson, well, he's acting like the victim here. And yes, I could critique what Card Ladder did, and I'll get into it. You were deceptive on this. There are people going to come after you. All right, Sports Card Radio is very aggressive in regards to you. Now, Dan the Card Man and me, myself, we have no choice but to come after Geoff Wilson because this was like curator. This is the kind of garbage that great curator does. And Geoff Wilson got busted doing it. He could have just been honest up front, saying, I've been buying and selling these cards. There's a sale on Goldin. Now, yes, we should give it some time before we know it's sold and shipped and all that. That's all he had to say. Now, the mistake that I think Hard Ladder made here is Ken Goldin confronted them. You should watch this video. And in that, Ken Goldin was saying, you have my number, you have ways to get to me, and you should have talked to him rather than this mole. I think that's where Card Ladder messed up because I even have Ken Goldin's phone number. I have his email address. If I needed to get in contact with them, I could. I haven't had any reason to do so right now in the last couple of months. The only thing that I would ask him, and I can't ask him right now, is the Spiegel Brothers lawsuit. That's the only thing that I want to ask Ken Goldin about right now. And I can't get into the details because, once again, from my understanding, that lawsuit is still going on. So I think that's where they made the mistake. They used to work with them, and I think they should have done that. Now, okay, putting my tinfoil hat on, what if the buyer was Shine? What if the buyer was Shine? Okay, then I would understand why they would do that. Now, if the buyer was Shine at $249,000, holy moly. But I don't think it is. But if it is, maybe Card Ladder did it because of that. I don't know. They should disclose what information was provided to them to believe they should have removed the sale. But this is getting weirder. And Ken Goldin does have, I think, 10 cards on the Elite auction. And some of these sales are quite interesting. Like the PSA sixes have been doing hot. I've been doing, what is it called? Yeah, like right now, this looks, this is not a normal chart. If you saw this as a stock, you'd be like, okay, I would try to look for some put options. That's what I would try to do. Just looking at chart like this, but it is what it is. I'll be doing a video on the 2021 pump of Fleer 86 versus the pump of Star 84. I'm going to do it multiple videos of this because I haven't seen this type of pumping since like the Marvel PMG stuff, the F1 stuff, all that stuff, low volume, everyone's giddy, and there appear to be manipulation with the Marvel PMGs. That's why I went after Great Curator. And yeah, there was other parties involved with that, but yeah, it is what it is. This is quite hilarious. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Talk to you later. Bye.